Picture this. It's the mid-1950s. The legendary research vessel Calypso, led by the one and only Jacques Cousteau, is anchored in the Red Sea. For weeks the crew has been diving in a pristine, secluded bay, a place renowned for its almost surreal clarity. Their mission is straightforward: to document the vibrant and complex life teeming beneath the waves, specifically focusing on fish behavior. It's another day in paradise, another day at the office for these underwater pioneers. The morning is calm, the sun rising over a sea as flat and reflective as a mirror. The team starts their routine preparations, checking their gear, their tanks, their cameras. There's a quiet professionalism in the air, a sense of purpose. No one on board has any inkling that this particular dive is about to become one for the history books. As the divers slip beneath the surface, the world transforms. The silence of the air gives way to the gentle hum of their regulators and the muffled sounds of the ocean. The visibility is astounding, stretching out for what feels like miles. The water is a comfortable temperature, and the team settles into their tasks. One group meticulously records the health of the coral reefs, noting their colors and structures. Another team is busy testing the new underwater cameras, framing shots of the intricate coral gardens. The initial moments of the dive are exactly as expected: peaceful, productive, and filled with the quiet beauty of the underwater realm. A few solitary leerfish, sleek and silver, patrol the deeper edges of the reef, their movements slow and deliberate. Divers jot down notes on their waterproof slates, capturing data, completely absorbed in their work. The world above feels a million miles away. Then something shifts. A subtle change in the light, a flicker of movement on the periphery. Out on the sandy seabed, a faint shadow appears. At first, it's dismissed as a large grouper or maybe a small shark. Nothing out of the ordinary. But the shadow doesn't behave like a fish. It doesn't dart away or hold its position. Instead, it grows. Slowly, steadily, it expands, pulling the attention of every diver. One by one, conversations of bubbles cease. All eyes turn towards the approaching form. As it draws closer, its true identity is revealed, and a wave of collective awe washes over the team. It's a manta ray, but one of a scale that defies belief. A creature seemingly from a prehistoric age. Its sheer size is breathtaking, with a wingspan nearly as wide as a small boat. It glides towards them not with aggression, but with an impossible grace, a silent, majestic titan of the deep. With a gentle, effortless flick of its huge pectoral fins, it soars upwards, then banks into a wide sweeping dive, stirring up a delicate cloud of sand that momentarily obscures its form, only to make its reappearance even more dramatic. The crew, seasoned explorers who have seen wonders most people can only dream of, are utterly captivated. This is no ordinary encounter. Instinct kicks in. The cameramen, recovering from their initial shock, quickly reposition themselves. They have to get this on film. Every second is precious. This is the kind of footage that defines a career. They adjust their lighting, their focus, their angles, all while trying to keep their movements slow and non-threatening. But the giant manta ray shows no signs of fear or aggression. In fact, it seems just as curious about them as they are about it. It slows its approach, its intelligent eyes seemingly studying the strange bubble-blowing visitors in its domain. It performs a slow, deliberate circle around the group before gracefully pulling away, its movements fluid and hypnotic. This behavior was fascinating. At the time, scientific understanding of manta rays was limited. Some reports described them as shy and elusive, while others noted their cautious nature. But this individual wasn't timid. It was inquisitive, engaging with the divers on its own terms. As if the scene wasn't incredible enough, it was about to get even more surreal. From the blue haze, a second manta ray emerges. This one is slightly smaller, but its movements are quicker, more agile. The two giants begin to swim together, a synchronized ballet of immense power and elegance. They weave through the water in wide, interlocking circles, their dark backs contrasting with their brilliant white undersides. The team's dive lights cast a gentle glow on the pair, illuminating the smooth, curved lines of their bodies and the intricate patterns on their skin. For several minutes, capturing footage is almost effortless. The mantis seemed to be performing for the cameras, periodically swooping low over the divers' heads, so close they could almost touch them, before ascending back towards the sunlit surface. The divers hold their positions, mesmerized, just a handful of humans privileged to witness this private dance of giants. It feels less like a scientific observation and more like a spiritual experience. A moment of true connection between two completely different worlds. As the dive continues, the team gets a clearer picture of the animal's behavior. The manta rays are completely unbothered by the diver's presence. Their rhythmic, Powerful wing beats are the only sound in the water, a steady, calming pulse. They continue their dance, sometimes approaching the divers with what seems like genuine curiosity, then peeling away into the blue. The footage they are capturing is priceless. In the 1950s, clear, sustained recordings of any large marine animal's natural behavior were incredibly rare. To capture two giant mantas interacting so peacefully and so close to humans was a scientific goldmine. The fact that the animals showed no fear or stress in the presence of the divers, and their noisy equipment was a significant observation in itself, challenging existing beliefs about these enigmatic creatures. For nearly 40 minutes, the manta rays remain with the team. Every camera on the dive is rolling, burning through film at an incredible rate. The image of these two silent, gliding giants became the undisputed centerpiece of the entire expedition. It was a spectacle of nature in its purest, most undisturbed form. After the dive, back on the deck of the Calypso, the excitement is palpable. The team immediately begins their post-dive assessment, but the conversation is dominated by the encounter. They meticulously document everything they can remember, the animal's physical characteristics, their unique swimming patterns, and most importantly, their proximity and reactions to the human observers. Every detail could be a crucial piece of the puzzle in understanding these magnificent animals. The footage from that day would go on to have a legacy far beyond that single dive. It was used as a foundational reference for countless marine biology studies in the years and decades that followed. To have such a clear, unambiguous recording of natural, undisturbed behavior was revolutionary at the time. It provided insights that simple observation notes never could. The team members often spoke of the encounter, noting that it was a profound reminder that the underwater world was infinitely more complex, intelligent, and mysterious than they had ever imagined. It humbled them, reminding them that they were merely visitors in a vast, ancient kingdom. By the end of the dive, everyone shared the same sentiment. While the encounter might have seemed like a random, lucky break, it had yielded critical data that would fundamentally shape the scientific community's understanding of manta rays. In the following days, the Calypso team continued to dive in the same bay, hoping for a repeat performance. They scoured the same reefs, stared into the same blue abyss. But the magic of that one morning was never replicated. They never again had such a close, prolonged, and peaceful encounter with the giants. It was a once-in-a-lifetime moment, a perfect alignment of time, place, and circumstance. And so, this incredible incident was logged and archived, taking its place in the annals of underwater exploration. It became one of the earliest and most important visual documents of manta ray behavior ever recorded. It showed the world that these massive creatures were not mindless sea monsters, but gentle, intelligent, and curious beings. Even today, with all our advanced technology, that grainy 1950s footage holds a special place in the history of marine science. It stands as a timeless testament to a moment when a handful of explorers and two ocean giants shared a moment of mutual curiosity and respect. Deep beneath the surface of the Red Sea. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this story as incredible as we did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from the history of exploration. See you next time.